Okay, so this is week 2. You can never tell when it starts. But anyway, so this is week 2 and 111. You have your readings and your discussion board as usual. And so remember your discussion board by Wednesday, barring any sort of Blackboard issues, you should have your video up to the particular prompt. And then by Friday, 2 responses to that. And really the discussion board is going to be mostly used for your idea generation. So in other words, as you get closer to writing a particular paper, you should be able to go back to the discussion boards, or you will have come across the topic that interests you on the discussion board. So then when you get to write your paper, it will be ready to go and you'll have a topic ready in your mind. So of course, keep in mind, we have 2 things going on in the next coming weeks. We of course have this week, which is discussion board and reading as usual. And then next week we have what's known as a content week. And in content weeks, what happens is you find 2 articles of your own that are on the topic. And so remember, our first topic is ethics in education. And so you kind of dig around, find articles in a major periodical, not just some person's blog or something, but talk about, anything that from pre-K through higher ed, that's a topic that interests you. And so I have had a lot of students who have talked about corporal punishment in schools. And other students, there's a law now that's in the works in Virginia that requires teachers to report any suspicion of human trafficking that they see. So there's all sorts of things that are out there. But for your video next week, in week 3, you'll kind of talk about those 2 articles and some ideas you're getting from those, and then respond to 2 other people as usual. And then in week 4, your causal analysis paper is due. And so sometime before week 4, you need to have completed your plagiarism module. You'll need to have taken a look at the causal analysis presentation, is either under course documents or assignments, read the causal analysis handout or assignment that's under assignments, and then also make sure that if you're not familiar with MLA style, you watch the MLA style presentation. And I will also be posting in the next week or so your Turnitin information. So when you turn in your final draft, it'll go through turnitin.com. That'll be on Friday. And on Wednesday of week 4, when we have paper weeks, instead of a webcam, it'll just be uploading your rough draft of your particular paper. And then you'll be responding to 2 other people's by Friday, and then also uploading your final version to turnitin.com by Friday. Excuse me. So a lot to remember, but keep in mind, if you're keeping up with these announcements, then you should be pretty good, because I usually try to spend most of my announcement time getting you to think about what's going to be going on this week. So week 2, pretty light, but you do have a lot of things on the horizon that you need to go through to prep for your first paper, your first graded assignment. And so just kind of keep working on all of this. Think about these issues that are coming up in education. There's all sorts of things that are out there that are different websites. So for instance, like the Chronicle of Higher Ed has a lot of these different articles. The Economist will occasionally have education articles, a whole bunch of different things that you can choose from, so long as it's actually like a media source and not just some dude tweeting something out. So just kind of keep that in mind, and then we will talk again on week 3. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to ask.